Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Dobbins. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm. That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43.
And Kansas City drafted Mecole Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run here with Dobbins. Mike Ford in on the tackle. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's get this. Watch tight end. Tight right. Everyone got 4 down. Mike 20.
To throw is Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Mahomes will throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too. Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and
that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Throws right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have broken the tie. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and goal, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on third and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Flushed out right, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
Mahomes now on first down. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Again, it's Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. A give to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th. And 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yeah, they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 73 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, we're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Here we go.
Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in the guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Jackson now. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Touchdown!
J.K. Dobbins
from 3 yards out.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.